All right, and welcome to another episode of Money Mouth, podcast in which you're going to make some money, possibly. I don't know. We had a rough week. Right now, you're listening to good old Jon B. Eazy Durnell with Duke Thompson. Duke, let the people know the news.
Listen, man. You know the news. It was good. It was a good year. It was a good year, dude. Okay.
Just give it
just
to
the postseason is a little difficult. Okay.
All right, dude.
You got 65 bowl games you got to choose from. First week was difficult. We went 4-6, people. We lost $22.
You also had us picking games of
32 cents.
Look,
if it's on the board, we have to bet it. That's the golden rule.
That is not the rule,
gambling, my
we
friend.
We would then have to bet on literally every single game. We don't bet on every single game.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have enough of bankroll yet. Come season 2, we'll have a big enough bankroll. We're betting on every single game, people.
All right. Well,
we just got to make it through the bowl season, man. That's all. So we went 4-6. You know, I mean, we didn't lose our pants, but we did.
We did lose $20 and some change.
We lost $20.32. Okay,
man, come on, dude.
So
that's awesome. That's awful.
So we're at 180.25, dude. Okay, so no big deal, man. No big.
Well,
deal.
it is still house money. We still have plenty of house money. The house money is what we're riding on right now, and unfortunately, we lost some of it, but we didn't lose all of it.
Just a little bit. It's like you went out and bought somebody a drink. You know, that's it, man.
Well, that's an expensive beverage right there.
Hey, expensive beverage at the casino. We know Long Island's going to cost you at least $16 at the bar, man. So you tip $4. There you go. That's your
$4 tip.
Dude, if you go look, man, if you're in a casino, you gotta look. You can't look cheap, man. That's the goal.
All right, man. I'm leaving $2 at best. All right. Either way, let's go to the first game. We've got Hawaii and BYU in the Sophie Hawaii Bowl.
This doesn't seem fair, man. Like, it's in Hawaii.
Well, I mean, dude, Louisiana Tech is the next game, and that's taking place in Louisiana. So, I mean, we're going to talk about that, I guess, when we get to that one too. But, yeah, it does seem a little off that Hawaii is hosting this bowl. Right now, BYU is favored only by 1 point. 1 point favorites. I mean, I'm just going to lean towards Hawaii because they're at home, and it's their bowl. And, damn it, they need to win. They're 9-5 for the season. Surprisingly, BYU is 7-5. So I guess was Hawaii in a championship game? I think they were in a championship game, huh? Oh yeah, they were in a championship game against Boise State and got blown out of there. Well, let's see. But before that, they beat tough teams like San Diego State. Also beat San Jose State. They beat Army.
San Diego State did just whoop the crap out of the other team that we bet on. That was Central Michigan. Yeah, they just totally they covered the spread by 10.
Right.
10 times. So I mean, it was horrible.
So I'm thinking we can go Hawaii in this. I mean, BYU is a strong opponent. I mean, they beat teams early in the season, but near the end of the season, I mean, they lost to San Diego State. They didn't really beat anybody that I feel like is like, oh man, that's a creme de la creme beat. I mean, I guess they beat Boise State, and they also beat USC and Tennessee. Goodness, BYU has some good victories on their
and Tennessee,
but they were early in the season, though.
It was early in the season, man. I mean, those Mormons travel well. You know, I don't know. I said,
you know what? Yeah, let's go BYU because what are they going to do? They're not going to party in Hawaii.
What, dude?
They're not going to party.
But
you just said who they were, and that just gave me the revelation that there's not going to be any fun having. They're going to be all about business.
All right, man. I disagree with you on this.
Why?
They'll be about business then, man. I don't know,
I mean,
man.
come on. What, you
maybe I'm
really
just being
believe in Hawaii?
Well, this is the SoFi Hawaii Bowl. So if you want to get your personal loans and you're a debt, you want to get more debt, go to SoFi. Get your personal loans today.
I want to say it's called the Sophie.
Sophie, yeah, Sophie Bowl. The
That's
Sophie
SoFi.
Hawaii.
Look, man, what are you thinking? You're thinking for
I'm
real?
just thinking that
Hawaii, I mean, Hawaii hasn't beaten anybody really worth a damn. But like BYU has. I mean, granted, it was early in the season, but they had plenty of time to get prepared for this game.
Well, 1.5 2. But I think let's just go BYU.
Yeah, I mean, I think they'll get this one by a field goal probably.
At least they better. This woman's better take care of business. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I mean, it'll be a road game for sure, but I still don't think it's going to be that big of a deal for them.
They ain't gonna do anything, man. They're gonna sit back.
Exactly, man. Like
temples,
and nothing else. They're gonna walk on the beach for a little bit, but that'll be about it.
They may take off their shirts to play a game of volleyball like in Top Gun.
Wow. All right. Well, okay. We didn't have to go into what they may or may not be doing over there at the Mormon school. But next we got L.A. Tech, Louisiana Tech, everybody, playing Miami, the University of Miami, the U as they like to call themselves. They're playing on the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about Louisiana Tech, but I do know that the game is in Louisiana. It's going to probably feel like a home game for them, but Miami is still, I feel, Miami, and so I still think they should be the one that wins this game.
I don't know, man. I don't know, dude. It's like these underdogs.
Louisiana Tech, that's not even close, man. The ACC and whatever the hell Louisiana Tech comes out of is not even close, man. That's outrageous.
The Independence Bowl is sponsored by.
It says Walk-Ons. I don't know who's the Walk-On sponsorship.
Did you mean the Independence Bowl? The Walk-Ons. Wow, it does say Walk-On. What the hell is a Walk-On? I thought you were just playing around with me, man.
I'm not lying. Why do you think I would be lying? Anyway.
Oh, Bistreets and a bar. So it must be a restaurant, dude. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't even heard of this chain restaurant. Walk-On sounds like it's a sports bar restaurant. I don't know. We may be doing this. I'm saying, man, how much does it really cost to sponsor a bowl these days?
I mean, I don't know. You can look that up, man. We can look that up at a later point, but we need to win a little bit more money before we start looking up the sponsorship on a bowl.
Hey, now, we'll get that money, man. I'm just trying to say,
look, to get that money, let's bet on Miami because I really
ACC is SEC. But I guess they couldn't get SEC down in the Independence Bowl. So
well, it's because there's too many SEC teams going.
Oh, good.
Plus, you get to invite whoever you really want to, man. So they probably were like, "Look, this team is 9-3. They had a good season coming out of the same city or the same state that this team is playing in. Plus, you got LSU playing in." The big game, so that takes away one of your SEC teams. Who else is playing? Anybody?
Let's see. I mean, Louisiana Tech. Let's just go Miami, Florida, man. ACC's better.
I mean, come on, dude.
That's got to be like Sun Belt or something.
It doesn't matter. You got to go Miami in that situation. I mean, that makes good sense.
Oh well, it's a sports bar down in Louisiana, so I hope they don't play too hard down there, man. All right, on to the next. That was at least Miami's playing the day after Christmas. Good for them.
Right. Well, we also have another game involving a team that, man, I just don't ever understand them. But Pittsburgh, they're playing against Eastern Michigan University. Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan, and they will be playing for the Quick Loan Bowl, everybody. Quick Lane, excuse me. I don't know why I said Quick Loan. Quick Lane. What the heck is Quick Lane?
Let's go to the sponsorship channel. Quick
That's
Lane.
absurd. The quick lane was just like the fast lane.
I bet you it is a automotive shop.
It probably is, dude. Either way, man, the Quick Lane Bowl is going to have Pittsburgh against Eastern Michigan. It's taking place in Detroit, Michigan, thus making it a little bit more of, a home field-ish advantage for Eastern Michigan. But Pittsburgh is favored to win. You know what? I think Eastern Michigan can probably do something against Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh isn't true, I don't feel. I mean, they got destroyed by Virginia Tech. They lost.
11 points is a lot, my friend. Tell the audience, 11 points, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's quite a bit. Plus, again, Pittsburgh, they stayed in some close games with teams, but they really didn't, blow anybody away. I don't know. I think Eastern Michigan will stick in it.
And for this viewers, the Quick Lane Bowl, Quick Lane is an automotive shop that does tire and auto repair. Get your oil change. Visit the website at quicklane.com. So, you know what? Eastern Michigan
I love that you just did a sponsorship plug.
Hey.
We get nothing for that.
Nothing, dude. But you know what? You got to give to get live, man. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody up there's listening be like, wow, yeah, we need to get them to do it because they represent everything.
They're probably not going to ask me since I called them Quick Loan.
Hey, Dad, look, we'll just add that out, my friend.
No, we'll keep that in. You got to keep it pure. Keep it pure for these fans.
Hey, money's money, man. Green, man.
Well, but speaking of purity.
But so the Quick Lane Bowl is in Michigan. I like Eastern Michigan because they don't have to travel far. And
I don't like it. I just don't like Pittsburgh's wishy-washy playoff season, and I just think Eastern Michigan's going to try pretty hard. So, because they don't often make it to bowl games.
No, I like them. I like Eastern Michigan because they are in Michigan. So I'm sure they don't have to travel that far. And these boys have some pride, like you said. All right, man. Moving on.
Well, our next game will be taking place in Maryland. It's our military bowl. So we're going to sponsored or presented by Northrop Grumman. That's great.
Northrop Grumman. Whoa! Let's see the military bowl because we got to support the military at Babuski Sports.
Well, we will support.
We support, and
we're going to go with Temple because I just think that they're probably going to beat North Carolina. Even though North Carolina had one good game against Clemson where they lost, I still don't think they're a true team. They just managed to somehow get 6-6, even though coming out of the ACC with a 6-6 you think would be pretty good, but I don't know. I mean, they lost to Appalachian State earlier. They lost to Wake Forest. We're in a close game against Miami. Barely beat Duke. I mean, really, I'm just not impressed by their resume. So I think Temple can probably get this done.
I like Temple. Temple, North Carolina, man. I just about Temple, man. I think they're just gonna play football. That's all they're gonna do. They're gonna show up. They're underdogs. They got something to prove,
right? I think they can get something done.
And on that note, I just found out who Northrop Grumman is. Northrop Grumman is a leading global security company providing innovative systems, products, and solutions, autonomous systems, cyber, space, strike, logistics, and monetizations of customers worldwide. So basically, they build weapons for the military, my friend.
Hey, there we go. So good on them.
So if you're watching this game, remember, people, they build your drones. So good for them.
All right. Well, the next game takes place in good old Yankee Stadium.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Yankee Stadium, man.
We've got the New Era Pinstripe Bowl.
New Era. We don't have to look that up.
Why do you have to look up New Era?
I said we don't have to, man.
Oh, you said we don't have.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like, good God, man. It's on your hats, man. It's on you. It's on left and right. I mean, this is like the first legit company.
I mean,
have now.
there's been yeah, I guess that's about it.
Other than that,
well, no, there was the Vegas Bowl with the Mitsubishi, so that's legit.
That's legit.
That's better than Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
Or your global weapons.
That one was pretty rough. But anyway, it's Wake Forest and Michigan State. I think I got to go with Michigan State on that, right? I mean, they're just more known for football than Wake Forest is.
And the spread is 4. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Michigan State did screw us the past.
They have screwed us in the past. This is true.
I mean,
but I just don't see any reason why Wake Forest should win this game. I mean, granted, I don't see any reason why Michigan State should win this game. Looking at the games that they've won, they've been few and far between. They beat Tulsa, Western Michigan. Let's see. They also beat Northwestern, and they beat Indiana. Oh, their resume is looking real weak right now. Gosh, and then they beat Rutgers and Maryland. Wow. Duke, I'm not gonna lie, that is not an impressive resume.
No, it's not. Let's go Michigan. What, Michigan? Was that Michigan State resume?
That was Michigan State's resume.
Ooh.
The Wake Forest hasn't beaten anybody either. I mean, goodness, I'd say their biggest game was when they lost a close one to Louisville. Like that's like they don't have like a good win on their resume at all. They have some good losses when they should have won probably. So I don't know. And they ended the season losing to Syracuse. So I don't know. They're not looking very impressive. I still would say Michigan State in this, man. I don't know. It's just they come from better football stock, I think. They're just more known for winning in football games.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I gotta go Michigan State too, just because. Don't let us down, Michigan State. That's all I gotta say. Come up and whoop your ass, man.
Hopefully they don't let us down. So now we've got the Academy Sports and Outdoors Texas Bowl.
The Texas Bowl.
It's going to take place with Oklahoma State versus Texas A&M. Right now they got A&M being the favorites, big favorites actually.
By 6.5.
Coming out of the SEC, I think that's what a lot of it is based on. Even though Oklahoma State is actually the ranked team in the situation. Oklahoma State did have some rough losses. They lost to Oklahoma late in the season, but that was pretty much expected of them. But they've been on a little bit of a tear. Only the real losses that were kind of rough were losses to Baylor and Texas Tech. Also, they had a tough one to Texas in Texas. Actually, if you look at it, they don't play very well in Texas or against Texas teams. I don't know if that really has anything to do with it, but they are playing a Texas team.
They don't, man. I agree with you. That's why I kind of like Texas A&M on that, man. SEC all the way, baby. Woo!
Well, I don't know about that, man. I mean, let's take a gander at Texas A&M and what their resume looks like. Now they lost bad to LSU. I mean, good grief, you can't lose much worse than 50-7. They also lost to Georgia 19-13. Other losses include teams like Alabama, who we've discovered was not true this year. They also lost to Auburn, who's a good team. Lost to Clemson as well. Wow. That spread's put in a really good spot there. Yeah, I guess we go with Texas A&M. We'll go with our SEC team.
Yeah, I mean, Oklahoma. Sorry, they just don't play well in Texas, man. Oklahoma State University. My bad. Not Oklahoma U, but OKSU. Because they're just an okay state.
Wow.
All right, man. And moving on, man. We got USC in Iowa, man.
That's right. San Diego County. I guess, not the full surrounding areas, just the immediate county. San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. So a mouthful right there. Got USC Trojans and the Iowa Hawkeyes, not Iowa State. I want to go Iowa on that, man. I know USC made it to a bowl game, and they won quite a few games. They won 8 this year, some of which we bet properly on. I just think Iowa's going to get it done.
Iowa's going to get it done in San Diego State, huh? USC I have no confidence in. Sorry, Keyshawn. But not this year. I like Iowa. I mean, Iowa's got something to prove. They always do. They'll dress out those black uniforms, those Hawkeyes. I like Iowa by 2 because that's just a field goal. That ain't nothing.
All right. Next, we've got Air Force, Washington State in the Cheez-It Bowl. That's right.
The Cheez-Its, man. I mean, I can't believe Cheez-Its got.
Okay, they've been around for a while, dude, and I know they got more money than we do. All right.
Yeah, but like, who makes Cheez-It? Nabisco, Fritos, those people should be sponsoring. But to say Cheez-Its, yeah, I like this bowl game, man.
well, it's Air Force and Washington State, and
I think
Minshew's going to try to get there and watch the game, and I want to go for Minshew's Washington State. I think they're going to be better than Air Force.
I like that too, man. I think Air Force is just not who they think they are. Who they think we are, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying no more, man, but goddamn, I got Washington State, dude. I just feel good about Washington State. I don't know why they're not the favorites, but yeah, Minshew up there with that Mississippi mustache, good for him. Good for that kid. All right, man.
All right.
Looks like we got a big game here, man. Iowa State versus Notre Dame, man.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Iowa State, dude, is going up against the Godfathers, the Holy Council, the Alpha and Omega.
It's the Camping World Bowl, so let's calm down. Okay.
Oh man, Notre Dame took
let's
bowl.
Let's simmer down, okay? The bowl is not that great.
I thought Notre Dame only plays for the playoffs, man. Huh?
Well, they didn't this year because they didn't win enough, but they get to go down to see Mickey Mouse in Orlando. We're gonna. Wow, dude. I guess we got to go Notre Dame, right? Iowa State has only won a few games this year.
Really, yeah, dude. I feel like Notre Dame's the powerhouse here. And I feel like the spread should really, if it was like 7 or 10, I'd go Iowa State. But yeah, 3.5, Notre Dame.
Right. Then we got Memphis and Penn State in the Goodyear Cotton Bowl Classic.
Is it still politically correct to say the Cotton Bowl?
Cotton is, I think, okay, man. It's not called the Cotton Picking Bowl or anything like that. So you can still say cotton. That's the fabric.
These are strange times we're living in, my friend.
Well, it's the fabric of our lives, man. You can still say cotton. That's
okay.
All right. So
thank God, man, because I like to say cotton a lot.
Well, why would you say cotton a lot?
Mouth, man. Like, I got cotton mouth, man.
Okay, all right. I don't know how often that comes up in your regular conversation.
Like every day, man. Like I say to myself,
you say cotton mouth.
I'm parched. I got too much cotton mouth. I need a drink.
Why are you saying that at work? Why are you telling everybody you're high at work?
I'm not high, man. I just have cotton mouth, man.
Well, if you say cottonmouth, people immediately associate that.
Well,
with
you know what? That's
smoking
their
weed.
problem, man. Not
What do you
mine,
mean
man.
that's their problem? You
You know,
should
they
say,
just
I
assume
need
I'm a
some
drug
water. I'm
addict because
parched.
I'm using the language of the streets.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The language
You
of the
know, like you can't. I ain't no boomer.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Well, yes, the boomers would say parched and would just grab a glass of water. But either way, we've got the Cotton Bowl with Penn State and Memphis. I really, Penn State will hopefully be wearing their cotton whites as they play.
Oh, that's awesome.
What?
Cotton in there.
We don't know if they'll be wearing those, but I hope they will. I hope they do. And
They look good in their cotton whites.
I think they're going to destroy Memphis if we're going to be honest.
Like I know, dude. Like really, I was like looking at this. Like Memphis, I know you're 17, but like Penn State's is kind of like a higher class.
I mean, but Penn State has been running through teams this year. I mean, they
they've
only
been good
lost.
to us too.
Yeah, they lost a couple of games. Granted, one was to Ohio State, and then the other one was a fluke one to Minnesota. But other than that, man, I think they're going to be fine.
And James Franklin just signed a new contract, so he needs to show up and show that he's worth that $400 million he's getting or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, either way, I still think Penn State's going to take care of some business on this one.
I mean, Penn State all the way. All right, now we get into the important games.
Well, the tough games here,
the
man.
Playoffs, people. We're talking about the make-believe playoffs that they're giving us between four teams. Hey,
it's a playoff, man. Just calm down. Be happy with what you're getting.
We get a +1. A +1. That's all we get.
Okay, look, you're getting something, all right? Now, you're getting Oklahoma and LSU and then Clemson and Ohio State. Now, Oklahoma's sitting at the number 4, losing only but one game this season, the only team in the top 4 to have a loss this year. So they do have a little, stain on their record. Their loss did come early in the season, though. And it was a weird one to Kansas State. So they look kind of suspect. They also have, I think, 4 players suspended before the game. Is that right?
Yeah. Some crazy stuff like that for like drugs, rape. I don't know. I mean.
Well, you don't just throw out allegations if you don't know. My word. I can't get behind that. You can't just.
I'm not throwing allegations.
Yeah, you are. You're just like, whatever.
They did
any number of these terrible, heinous crimes.
They could have got caught jaywalking for all we know. I mean, it's tough to be a college athlete.
Good night. You don't get suspended for jaywalking, but
there's PEDs at least.
Most likely it was drugs. You went with something more sinister, but
sinister. It's the implication.
Oh, good Lord. All right. They're not on boats at sea, but either way, Oklahoma is going to be without quite a few of their players, and LSU will probably be at full strength, but they've got LSU winning by a lot, man. I don't know how bad Oklahoma is going to lose, man, but do you think LSU is going to be able to run away with it? Is that what we're thinking?
I don't feel good. I don't feel great with LSU just blowing this away because they're not at home. This is a neutral field. So I feel
but they're playing in Georgia. It's not like they haven't been
in
Georgia before.
I can't see them just totally run away with it. Maybe touchdown.
They ran away with it against Georgia.
Georgia's.
We know Georgia wasn't as good. We know Georgia wasn't as good, but they ran away with it from Georgia. They ran away from it from Texas A&M. They ran away with it with Arkansas. They ran away with it with.
So let's say screw it, man. Let's go LSU then, man. If they run away with it, they're going to be the SEC. They're going to be the national champions.
Most likely, dude. I think we got to go with it because their only tight games they had were Auburn and Alabama. All the other games, man, they beat the mess out of that team. They had a close game against Texas, but that's also when apparently Texas wasn't turning on the AC in their stadium on the away team side. So they had them burning up.
That's some Bill Belichick stuff out there, boys.
Right, hey man, it's home field advantage for a reason, but they're going to have the place nice and air conditioned. Everybody's going to be fine, and I think the missing players on Oklahoma's side is going to affect them enough where they might get beat pretty badly here. Dang man, but it's still a lot, isn't it?
I like LSU just because they got the defense and they also got the offense, man. I mean, I could totally see this game getting away with an interception. Bam, 7 points. Another quick score. That's 14 right there.
I don't know. I think we got to go Oklahoma, man. Right? I mean, that spread is so big.
I mean, if you want, that's fine, man. If you want, let's go Oklahoma, man. Let's hope that Jalen Hurst, the future Tennessee Titan quarterback, who will be backing up Tannehill and come in when Tannehill gets hurt, is out there playing. Okay, yeah, you're right, man. We can't. That's just disrespectful, man.
Right, man. Like, because they only lost one game, and it was a bad one loss, but still,
and
man.
Also, too, LSU doesn't see Oklahoma every year like they saw Georgia.
Right, like these other teams, yeah, they see them frequently. I think it'll be a close one, much like one of their games against, like, the Alabamas and Auburns and stuff like that. I think it'll be a little tight. Now, speaking of tight, this final game has a tight spread, and I have a feeling it's going to be extra tight. You got Clemson and Ohio State. Neither team has lost all year long. They're playing in the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. I believe
the PlayStation
5 is coming out next Christmas, so start saving now.
Let's give a shout out to PlayStation 5 so they could we could become official sponsors of
I think in that one you get to actually is it going to actually just show people being people? Are we going to get to that technology now where like you play Grand Theft Auto and you're legitimately like robbing people? Like it's just
you mean like some Black Mirror stuff? Probably.
Pretty much, dude. I hope it's like Black Mirror. I hope we're just going to go right into the game.
Let's just go straight into this, man. Like, let's just go straight in.
I need to really know what it's like to feel the adrenaline of robbing a 7-Eleven. Like, I need that real. Because from the video game, like, I'm one shade removed. But if I'm right on top of the action, man, I think I'll really feel what I want.
You want to feel that gun, man, in your hand, don't you?
Right, dude. I need to feel that steel, And then I guess in Black Mirror, I'll have to, sleep with someone I know. So, like, that's just how it is.
I mean, that's just how it is, dude. Or you could be a pederast. I don't know, man. I mean, shit.
I don't think that. I mean, that was a different episode. Either way.
You gotta sleep with a pig, dude.
What is going on? You're just going all over the place. I thought you were talking about the video game episode. Now you're on like 5 different episodes all at once. Now, there's Clemson and Ohio State. Literally, the spread is Clemson winning by a little bit.
2 points, people. 2.
Yeah, just two measly points. I don't even know. I mean, really, this is a game of flipping a coin. I don't know who's going to win. I don't really care, but somebody has to in all of this. And when the dust settles, I think you got to go with the team that won it last year, right? So, I
like Clemson. I don't like Ohio State, dude.
I guess I got to go with Clemson too, man. I don't know, man. But I know it's going to be a scrap.
This is a pick'em game, really.
It's going to be a scrap, dude. It's going to be a scrap. But
then let's go Ohio State, man.
No, dude, you got to go with the team that at least, won the national championship last year. At least they'll probably get to it again, right?
Yeah, let's go.
Literally, you're looking at all these teams have been to the national championship during the time in which the playoffs have existed. So like all these teams know what's up.
LSU, yep. So I say, let's go Clemson on that, man.
All right, man.
Is that time of the week for the parlay?
Oh, gosh. Well, we're going to stay away from that game as far as the parlay is concerned.
I
like Iowa, probably Penn State, and then
I like Washington State. I like Washington State, Notre Dame, and Penn State.
I would feel stronger with Miami just tearing through Louisiana Tech. But
yeah, let's do that then, yeah.
All right.
Washington State, Miami.
You want Washington State, Miami, and Penn State?
Yeah, let's do Penn State.
You don't want to go Iowa over USC? I mean, that's fine.
Nah, I feel more comfortable with Penn State just kicking the shit out of Memphis.
All right. Well, there we go. Those are the ones then.
Yep. All right, that's our parlay, people. That's our next episode of Money Mouth. We're dealing with these games will be going on during your normal work schedule, like as John as I got government jobs. But through technology, you keep up to date and check to make sure you are winning, just like we are. Then you can also, too, catch our other show, the Wiki Winners Trilogy, which we'll have an end-of-the-year show coming up soon, where we talk about all of our shenanigans.
Did you talk to the Moose about when we can record since he's, Irish Catholic?
Irish Catholic, dude. We all know about the Irish Catholics, how
Are we just waiting for the 26th?
I mean, right now, pretty much. I got to talk to him.
All
But
right.
we'll record. We'll drop a show whenever. Both shows are brought to you by Fumbuski Sports. John has a side project where he likes to get high and watch movies.
Right, IMD Weed, recently just released the Knives Out one. Next, I believe we're releasing The Mask, the good Jim Carrey flick, in which he, plays with condoms.
Wow.
Well, I mean, it's true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's an accurate statement, dude. He plays with prophylactics. He really does.
Because he has a mask on, right?
Well, he does have the mask on during that time, yes. So he wouldn't do it as Stanley Ipkiss. That's inappropriate.
Stanley Ipkiss, huh? Great movie. I remember my childhood jam.
Yeah, I know. You remember Miss Diaz, I'm sure.
Oh, Diaz, dude. That was an early.
Whoa, all right. Well, calm down.
That was an early movie of how great her acting is.
Right.
She is one of the best actresses of our generation.
Well, dude, she just became a real-life Jessica Rabbit for us. That's
well, Jessica Rabbit will always have to be Jessica Rabbit, though.
Well, of course. I mean, yeah, you can't be Jessica Rabbit, but that was the closest they were going to give us at that point in time.
That was a different time, man. The 80s and the 90s were just different times, man.
They were, man.
We're coming up on 2020, my friend. Do you think you'll make it to see 2020?
Yeah, but 2030, that'll be a different story.
2030,
man. All right, man. Well, again, this was another episode of Money Mouth. Get your bets out there. Again, we're playing with house money, so it doesn't matter for us. Anything you'd like to say before we sign off there, Duke?
Nope. We'll be betting on the NFL playoffs coming up because, we can pick the playoffs better than we can the regular season.
All right. Well, we'll see.
So we'll be talking about that here in the next few episodes. So
I don't know. These playoff matchups are looking pretty rough, man, but I still feel
that's why we do the money line, though. That's all we're going to do is just pick winner, man. We're not going to pick spread or anything like that. Just money line on those bets, good stuff.
All right. Well, that's fair. That's fair. I actually I'd feel more comfortable with, high-low, man. Like, betting
on the score, man.
The scores, man. Dude. I mean, I don't know. Some of these games might be tight. But anyway, my team keeps winning. Your team needs to win. So go Chiefs.
And go Titans.